like to date a Taurus? How do they act in love? How can you make a Taurus fall in love with you? Stay tuned as we dive in depth on what it's like to date a Taurus. Hello, you. Welcome to my channel where I color a picture and talk about astrology. You can color with me if you would like. I find all my pictures completely free of charge on the internet. So I will leave a link in the description below on where to print this picture that I'm coloring from. And we can color together. If you color a picture with me, you can send me a picture of your finished product if you would like it to possibly be included in my future videos. Also, if you would like to book a reading, a synastry reading between you and your partner, or just even a natal birth reading, all of the information will be in the description as well. I think that is all of the matters of business that I need to cover, so let's get started. Isn't this picture just darling? I found it on Crayola.com and I thought it was just absolutely perfect for this video. Today, I'm going to use colored pencils. Now, I change it up sometimes, but that's just what I'm using today. So what is it like to date someone who is a Taurus? Well, before I start this video, I do want to make a disclaimer. We are made up of more energies other than our sun sign. Most people know their sun sign, but there's a lot more energies at play in your life. So if you are dating someone who has Taurus energy in their chart, then this video is for you. It can be their sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, even their Venus sign, really. And if you have a partner who has different signs, like for example, maybe they have an Aries sun and a Taurus moon, with a Gemini rising or something, then you will want to watch the video for each one of those and blend the energy so that you have a more accurate representation of what your partner is like. If you only know your partner's sun sign, then you will want to head over to astro.com to fill out their date of birth to find out what their birth chart looks like. Now, if you know their time of birth and their location, you can really get the details of the energies that they have at play in their chart. If you don't know their time of birth, you can still get their birth chart, but you just have to watch out because their moon sign, that may be inaccurate if you don't know the right time. And you won't have a rising sign and you won't know the houses. So it's definitely better to have your partner's birth time. And also, we all have Taurus energy in our chart. Even if you do not have any planets in Taurus, you will still have a Taurus-ruled house somewhere in your chart that will blend this energy into some part of your life as well. But we will get into that in another video. Today, we are focused on what it's like to date a Taurus. Tauruses are not going to be for everybody. They are how they are, and some people will love that energy, and some people not so much. Tauruses like to take their time with things. They can be considered slow moving to some people, but this is how they roll. They can take their time with things, like all things actually, maybe showering. I mean, they really take their time with that, or cooking, or even at their job. They can be present with what they're engaging in. And they can be like this in relationships too. They aren't the ones that just fall head over heels in love after the first date and want to move fast. If that's happening and they have the Taurus energy, there may be some fire energy somewhere else in their chart to be that impulsive. They are more likely to grow in love. They don't make these quick, rash decisions. They want to learn about you and communicate with you and figure out what you say you are. And then they just kind of sit back and observe your actions to see if those words match up to what you say. And there is nothing more attractive to a Taurus if your actions match your words and it aligns with what they value. A Taurus may not be able to express their love the best with their words unless they have some like heavy air signs in their chart. You know, Taurus is really close to Gemini. Most Tauruses will express their love through actions. Their actions will line up with their words when they are in love. They will show up when they say they will show up. They will do what they say they are going to do. These are the people that say what they mean and mean what they say. And they want you to be like that too. Don't be lying, saying all kinds of things to get your Taurus attracted to you when you can't back it up. They like partners who are down to earth, but also authentic. They don't want someone being fake, feeding them lies. They would rather just kind of cut through the BS and get to the point. So if you do a hobby with a Taurus and you don't like it, then communicate that. Don't act fake, acting like it was the best thing ever just to please the Taurus. They would rather you just be real with them. If a Taurus is in love, they are more likely going to be committed for the long haul. They have immense staying power in a relationship. And when they date someone and commit to them, they are usually planning to eventually settle down with that person. If a Taurus does break up with you, it's because you have made them really, really, really mad. Okay, you've made them upset and they realize things are just irretrievably broken. A Taurus is looking for someone who is similar to them. They aren't the ones to go after opposite of what they are. They want someone who has similar values to them, whatever that may look like to them. They would love to have a partner who has similar taste and interests and hobbies. They want to bond with a partner. And if you are too similar in what you do and what you believe in, it just makes things easier for a Taurus to bond. Also, this is one sign that you may have to ask out if you want to do something with them. Like I said, they are slow moving. You may be talking to them for a while and they have never asked you on a date and you're like, it's literally been 3 weeks. You know, like, why haven't you asked me out on a date? They are just naturally slow moving, especially in the beginning. So go ahead and ask them out if you want to get the ball rolling. Taurus is an earth sign, so it could be a good idea to plan something in nature, whether that's a picnic or maybe a beach trip or a trip to the mountains. They feel at home in nature. One of my absolutely most favorite things ever about the Taurus energy is how reliable and sensible and calm they can be. Tauruses have a long fuse when it comes to getting mad. They can have this calm demeanor. They remind me of the bull, like kind of swatting the flies. Like, yeah, the flies are super annoying, but they just kind of swat them away with their tail. They don't really get aggravated. But when a Taurus does get mad, well, have you ever seen an upset bull? I don't know. It's like they stay calm and calm and calm, and then one day they are provoked and they are just not going to remain calm about the situation anymore. They have the capability to explode and rage just like the bull, but it usually takes a lot for them to get there. Remember, they are an earth sign, so if they are upset, they can quite naturally be a force of nature to reckon with, like a tornado or a hurricane coming in. But they don't necessarily like getting to that point, but they will if they have to. So do not disturb the bull. Tauruses don't always rage and get angry when they're upset. Sometimes they shut down. So this is why sometimes communication with the Taurus can seem hot and cold. If you are arguing with a Taurus, they may just walk out the door and not say much to you. They are deep thinkers, so they just need time to process things before they react. This is why it's so important to give a Taurus personal space when they need it. They definitely will appreciate their alone time when needed. The other thing I love about a Taurus is how reliable they are. You seriously can count on them. My dad had a lot of Taurus in his chart, and I found that I attract the Taurus energy quite naturally in my life. And I will say, my Taurus friends, they have been my friends my whole life. They don't just fall off like the other friends. And talk about having your back. If you have a bond with a Taurus, they will have your back and they want you to have theirs. That's why they can make such great friends and lovers. They kind of want that Bonnie and Clyde type of relationship where they have your back no matter what and you have theirs no matter what. That ride or die kind of relationship. They also would love to be a power couple with someone. They like someone who is ambitious and has their own dreams and plans in life, and someone who goes after those things and achieves their goals. And they will be supportive of you in a relationship. They are rooting for you to succeed. These people will want to build something with their partner, whether it's a business, a family, a home. They like building. In fact, actually, if you look at how most Tauruses invest their money, they would rather invest it in real estate because it's something you can see, touch, and feel. You can touch the brick, you can drive to it, you can look at it. Tauruses have an affinity for the five senses. They are less likely to invest in things like crypto where it fluctuates and you can't see it or touch it or look at it. Tauruses like material wealth because it is security to them. They like objects because they never leave, they never talk back to them, and they were just always there. Poverty is chaotic to a Taurus, living paycheck to paycheck, not sure if you're going to have your bill money or not. That would be very frustrating to a Taurus because they value security and they want to know that their basic needs are taken care of consistently. So that's why most of them do accumulate some wealth within their lifetime. They are sensible with their resources. Now, a Taurus may not gain wealth until after 36 because remember, they are a slow-moving sign. But best believe from the time they could work until where they are now, they have been inching away at getting to where they want to be in life. These natives can be a creature of habit. It depends on where the Taurus is in their chart, but they can be the ones that sometimes seem boring to their partners. And this is why I said in the beginning that Tauruses are for some people and they just aren't for others. They can be homebodies. In fact, they work hard to make sure that their home is comfortable. So they can love to sit back and relax and eat a good meal in it and sleep in a comfy bed with the softest blankets and sit in their comfortable recliner and watch their TV. And this can seem boring to some. Some people actually like chaos in their relationships. So they don't do well with someone who is going to mean what they say and show up and want to build and be sensible and calm and not easily upset. Now, these natives don't do the best when they are in long-distance relationships. Remember, Tauruses love those five senses. They want to see and touch and feel and taste and hear their partner. Physical touch will more than likely be very important to them. They can love being affectionate and love affection. Their ruling planet is Venus, so they crave love and beauty and pleasure. Sex will be ultimately important to a Taurus. Again, they love that physical touch. And they will want their partner to look good and smell good. Again, they love anything with the five senses. And they have the potential to take care of their partner. And they are one of the very few signs that don't mind taking care of their partner. Sometimes they can see their partner as their property. I know that sounds bad, okay, so maybe that's not the right wording, but a Taurus likes to build its tribe. And since more than likely they are the head of the tribe, they think others that are in the tribe are a reflection of them as well. So they will want to take care of you because you are a part of their circle. Now, here are some hints for you if you are thinking about dating a Taurus or if you currently are dating a Taurus. My number one hint would be to pick your battles. Believe me, one of my besties is a Taurus, and while he has been there for me since I was a teen, I have learned that a Taurus can be stubborn and they may not budge on their point of view. And usually they don't admit that they can actually create drama. They think of themselves as quite simple. So sometimes you just have to learn to agree to disagree or just let some things go as a partner to a Taurus. So if you are not that person that is good at letting some things go, it may not be the best option to date a Taurus because they can feel like they are always right and they always know what's best. And they're stubborn enough that if they're wrong, they're strong enough to deal with the consequences. Some Tauruses have a hard time admitting that they're wrong. You have to be a flexible personality to handle this part. Because Tauruses can be the most annoying when they are in their stubbornness. But also, you've got to look at this stubbornness in a positive light. They usually are in a relationship for the long haul because they are stubborn and don't want to give up. And they can be loyal lovers if they want to be because they can be stubborn to others and not back down. They aren't necessarily the people pleasers of the zodiac. They like to be pleased. They usually have good boundaries and they can be quite stubborn with them. So, every sign has good and bad. My number 2 hint is if you are dating a Taurus, don't be moving their stuff around. They know where it's at, okay? They aren't the ones that want to come home and find out that you have cleaned out the garage and threw everything away and rearranged it and they don't know where anything is anymore. At least talk to them before doing all of this stuff. Tauruses can be quite particular. My number 3 hint is if you are dating a Taurus, then they can be offensive about things that they do not value, and they can be offensive to people that do not have the same view as them. Politics and religion is probably not something that you want to bring up on the first date with a Taurus because if they have an opinion on something, then that's going to be their opinion on it. Now, hint number 4 when dating a Taurus is never embarrass them in public. If they did something that you did not like, do not argue about it right then and there in front of everybody. Have patience and bring it up in private where you can discuss things. If a Taurus likes you, believe me, they will listen to you. They do realize that there is a little give and take in a relationship. Just a little bit. But seriously, let's say you're out to dinner with a group of friends and your Taurus says something that upsets you. Well, just hold on to that thought until you're in the car on the way home to your house or at your house. This can be hard for some people to do. Like moi. I have definitely gotten better with this because I dated someone who had a Taurus Venus and a Taurus Mars. And as strange as this sounds, it really did calm me down. And it really taught me that there are better ways to handle disagreements in a relationship. But Lord, I was that person that I was ready to throw hands when I was upset. Now, we are speaking about it now, and we are going to resolve it, and we're going to take care of this. Can you tell that I got fire in my chart? Yeah, don't do that with a Taurus. Never embarrass them out in public. Handle your problems in the home. And don't be blasting the Taurus out on social media or to your family or friends. They are the ones that are likely to believe that any problems you have between you two stay between you two. They also don't have to announce everything that they do on social media. They are more about being in the moment. Also, if you are dating a Taurus, just be ready to be observed. They will watch you and your actions. So let's say you go to a bar together and you separate from them to go get another drink and they're talking to friends. They will watch you and see what you do when you're off by yourself. Do you flirt with anyone while you're gone? Do you do anything inappropriate? Let's say someone hits on you. How do you react? Do you tell them that you have a partner or do you flirt back? They are always sitting back and observing. And if they are in love, they can be quite protective over you, which is what I have always thought was so sweet. but never give a Taurus a reason to doubt you. And also, while I'm thinking about it, Tauruses love humor. So if you are a humorous person, that can be bonus points for you. I feel like people really can't fake humor though. So either you got it or you don't. I don't know. What do you guys think? Ultimately, a Taurus just wants to create a beautiful, peaceful, harmonious life. They want a life of pleasure and comforts, and they don't mind to put in the work to get there. And if you're with a Taurus and you want to break up with them, it's super easy. All you have to do is stop having sex with them, start sleeping on the couch, and don't cook for them. And you could really put the cherry on top by letting yourself go and make sure you always stink. And I don't think I've actually touched on food yet. Tauruses love a good meal. The way to their heart is through their stomach. And they want you to cook with quality products. Don't go cheap on a Taurus. They love for things to be made from scratch. And they definitely love quality over quantity. One completely random thing I've noticed about Tauruses is if they have any ailments, they usually think sleep can take care of it. So if you are dating a Taurus, I want to know, what is your sun sign? What type of energy are they attracting? And if you are in a relationship with a Taurus, how long have you been together? And what planets does your partner have in Taurus? I love hearing from others that actually experience the Taurus energy. I have never dated a Taurus sun before, but I have dated people with Taurus in their personal planets. For me, I personally love that they are reliable because I can definitely be flaky sometimes. And I always feel like Tauruses are the calm to my storm, which I love. And they can be romantic, which I love too. Has your Taurus ever done anything romantic for you? Let me know in the comments below. They can get really creative with that stuff. I put out astrology videos every week, and we are currently doing a dating series. But if you are interested in why your soul came here to transform, then you will want to check out my playlist of Pluto through the houses. I will leave a link in the description below. They really are great videos that are packed full of information, so I encourage you to go watch them. And if you're coloring with me, how's your picture coming along? I just love the cowboy boots on this bull. I love me some cowboys. I actually thought this picture was gonna take me way longer to color than it did. The dates on this picture are for a Taurus sun, but remember, this energy can be present in your partner if they have Taurus in any planet, especially their personal ones. Or even if they have a stellium in the second house, they could really exude the Taurus energy. Anyways, I have enjoyed sitting down and coloring with you today and discussing all the wonderful things about our little Tauruses. If you would like to add anything, make sure to leave a comment below. I've been studying astrology for a while, but I never can stop learning. Thank you for joining me today, and I definitely look forward to seeing you in my next video where we will go over what it's like to date a Gemini. Until then, my little buttercups, mwah!